Well, I'm pretty sure everyone knows by now that the iPhone 12s, the whole entire series is a brand new set of iPhones that Apple has released, but there's some really weird stuff going on for these specific iPhones that is honestly extremely weird to me. Now, I've made this video I think last year too, but for the iPhone 12 series, there are so many issues with this specific set of phones that I'm actually pretty surprised that Apple hasn't, made anything like super public. They mentioned, I think, the, SMS text messaging issue, but there are a lot of other issues going on with these specific phones that are plaguing a lot of different devices, and some of them, sadly enough, are more than software problems. These could potentially be hardware problems that could affect this phone, your iPhone 12, any one of them. And usually we see it with the specific, section of iPhone. So if it's like an iPhone 10 or iPhone 10s, for example, usually it's like an iPhone 10s problem or 10s Max problem or an iPhone 10R problem, just like how we saw yesterday with the iPhone 11 recall program. We're getting, iPhone 11 specifically, not the 11 Pro, 11 Pro Max, those specific panels recalled. And it's almost the same exact thing with the iPhone 10s and iPhone 10 and all those other phones. But the iPhone 12, it seems like all of these phones are having issues. Now, it kind of started off with some software issues here and there. Things like, the text messaging not working, us not getting FaceTime calls, us not getting notified of certain things. It pretty much started with that. But then shortly after, more and more people have been experiencing the specific issues of their displays kind of being a different tint, sometimes yellow, sometimes green. I've heard all across the board. And that in and of itself is also another huge issue. I mean, that is not a software issue. At least it doesn't sound like a software issue. To me, that sounds like a hardware issue specifically. And if you think about it, that is a visual thing we can see. With the iPhone 11, display irregularity they had there, it's kind of like a thing that will eventually happen. And you can't really tell. I mean, sometimes if your phone screen is, not being responsive, you may just say, oh, it's being glitchy or whatever. You might not even think it's a hardware problem. You might think your phone is slow. With these specific iPhones, you can visually see if your iPhone is tinting a different color or if your display is irregular. And this is exactly what's happening here with these iPhones. And that's just the beginning, in my opinion. That probably is the biggest problem because that is a super hardware issue. But the next thing, which is the battery drain, I mean, I don't know if I hope this is a software issue, because if it's a hardware issue, then Apple has to recall a ton of different phones out there. And basically what's happening is, I'm pretty sure a lot of you already know, a lot of people are experiencing battery drains on pretty much all their devices. So what this means is pretty much they'll get an iPhone, it might be good for the first couple of days, but then the battery will just steadily degrade so much faster than what it's supposed to. Not in terms of the size and milliamp hours, but just in terms of, you using it and you use it for maybe an hour and you already be at like 50%. This to me sounds like a software issue more than a hardware issue, but you just never know. And that is something that I really hope Apple fixes sooner than later. So definitely when it comes down to that aspect, I really hope Apple fixes these things. A bunch of weird things are happening with these specific devices, and I hope more so than not, Apple goes ahead, fixes these issues. I don't know why they're taking so long with these software updates. They pushed out iOS 14.2.1 for the iPhone 12 series. That probably didn't even fix that much. I heard it fixed, notification issues and stuff. I'm still not being notified of certain texts when I get them, so that's super annoying. I'm planning on going back to my 11 Pro if Apple doesn't push out an update for the next, week or so, because this is just so weird. I mean, I hate not getting notifications for certain things. So that really pretty much covers it up for the most part. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys could hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my other channels. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.